Your employees are crucial for your company. This is especially true in the early stages, and if one of them is the leading expert on the technology you wish to commercialize, how do you keep them during the hard times? My name is Rolf Segers and I welcome you to the Tech Transfer e-learning on employee incentive plans. In the next few minutes, I will guide you through 4 topics concerning handing out shares to employees. We will discuss stock, SAR and share options and vesting schemes to complete the picture. And the best way to get your employees committed by giving them the outlook that their income will grow when the company does. This can be done by handing out shares of the company. Behind me you see an example of what that would look like. However, you do not want all your employees present during every shareholder meeting. And this brings us to the first topic of stock. The stock stands for Stichting Administratiekantoor or Foundation for Administration Office, and can be used to pool multiple smaller shareholders into one entity. The stock is a direct shareholder of the company and it represents all its members, including the employees. All the stock members receive 1 share certificate for each share they have earned. So 10 certificates represents 10 shares owned by the company. For this reason, we also speak of certified shares. A typical stock represents 10 to 15% of the total shares of the company. In this slide, we have created a stock with 15% of shares, of which 5% is issued to the employees currently, and 10% is in reserve for future issues. A stock keeps the cap table clean, and indirectly employees hold actual shares in the company. This has a positive effect on their loyalty to the company. However, a stock also adds some hassle. As it is a legal entity, it requires its own management, reporting and shareholders meetings. In addition, the stock has a place at the shareholders meetings itself for the company and therefore has a direct control. Another method you can employ to keep employees bound to the company is by giving out SARs. SAR stands for Stock Appreciation Rights. A SAR represents the economic right of 1 common share, usually paid out when the company is sold, so on exit. So let's say that the exit value of 1 share is 10 euros, then each SAR holder gets 10 euros per SAR they own. If you own 10 SARs, you thus get 100 euros. Why would you do this? 3 big reasons. 1, no extra shareholder at the table. 2, no administrative hassle of an extra office. And 3, more financial versatility possible. Let's go through these advantages step by step. A SAR is in a sense just a contract promising financial benefit in the future. Usually at the exit of the company, it represents only a financial right. It does not represent ownership in the company and thus also no control. There is no intermediate entity like a stock required. The SARs are directly given by the company to the employee. So let's have a look at the cap table with a stock as shown in this example. We now replace the stock with a SAR incentive plan, and unlike with the stock, when you introduce SARs to the company, you need to split up the cap table into control and economic rights. As you can see here, with the stock holding 7% of the shares, these 7% represent both control and economic rights. With a SAR, the control rights remain fully with the shareholders, while the economic rights are divided over the shareholders and the SAR holders. Because the SAR is solely a contract, there is no administrative hassle of a complete office with the shareholders. However, the SARs allow the introduction of versatility, and with that you will introduce complex cap tables and thus administrative hassle. So what versatility are we talking about? Well, because there are no laws on SARs, you can basically create your own rules. on how to deal with them. You could even introduce sneaky clawback clauses that negate the financial right under certain circumstances. However, if you were to do that, you are clearly missing the point of this, which is retaining employees. In theory, anything goes with SARs, and hence it's impossible to cover all the possibilities of a SAR. I will, however, highlight two common practices through an example: hurdle rate and cap.